This episode is made with backlog footage, and the events that occur herein happened months ago. This episode may contain flashing lights and colors. Viewer discretion is advised. How long can I record for again? Okay, sorry about that. Cool. I got about 3 hours on this SD card. Well, now this is a different place to be now, isn't it? Hi, how's it going? Kinda hard to see. So, a couple things. First, elephant in the room. You can't really see me. I'm gonna fix that by, let me turn on the bright light here. Let me turn your headlights on. Cool. There we go. That should help. Okay. That should help at least a little. Hey, cool. So, first things first. I look like crap, I'm aware. This is kind of one of them things. That's really bright. Things have been happening lately. And, yeah, just... What? No. Anyway. So, A, I look like crap. I'm aware of that. Been kind of hectic and rough here lately. So, let me talk about the location and what we're doing here. I've only got about 4 hours on this SD card, so I gotta kind of be fast with what I'm doing here. Although I do have other SD cards, and most of these are full over here, so yeah. Also, in case you're concerned about my luscious nails, you got it flip. So, anyway. Yeah, so anyway. Also, they help with this kind of crap. Anyway, so where the hell are we, first of all? We're in the garage. And, this is an unusual place to be. I don't usually work in here. It's because this place is kind of a disaster. Yeah, but that's okay. Most places are, so there you go. The camera is crooked as hell. Oh, jeez. How did I ever think this was, like, level? How did my camera think it was level? Anyway, whatever. Alright, so. Anyway. So, yeah. Shit stuck in my tooth. Hang on. Ate Fritos earlier. Alright. Anyway. Alrighty, so, what are we doing in the garage? Well, we're working on stuff. So first things first, I'm going to comment on my hair because it looks like absolute crap. That's because I haven't done anything with it in like a week, because things have been kind of hectic around here. So, yeah. If you're wondering what that noise is in the background, there's a fan right there with its cover off for some reason. I don't know. This is a shared space, so I don't really know what half of the stuff going on here is all about, but I just needed a work surface because mine was overflowing, so here we are. I'm borrowing one. Anyway, yeah, so what the hell are we doing here? Well, as I pan you over just ever so slightly, yeah, so we have a new friend. Her name is Dragoness. So, yeah, she's a new friend of ours. And, yeah, she wants a few things. So we're gonna make those happen. So the first thing we're gonna do today is, well, hopefully anyway, I don't know for sure, but a couple of things we're gonna do today. The first thing we're going to attempt to do is this. So, that's my little auxiliary kind of lights here. And I got these. This is a light strip. It's super ancient, but it should still work fine. The Tri-Me batteries in this thing are like shot and have been for like many years. This is very, very old. Obviously never used, but has 18 pounds of dust on it. Because, yeah, anyway. Wait for the right moment, and I guess it's that time. So, that's my LED strips. They're dark in person right now, because, like I say, the little trimey little battery pack in there is toast, but that doesn't matter. We're not going to be using that, so I'm just going to wire it directly into the battery on the bike. So yeah, that is a Kawasaki Ninja 7 HEV. For those that haven't discovered things yet. Speaking of timing and things, this is either the day of or the day before my mom's birthday. So, happy birthday, Mom. I hope you're doing well. We all miss you. It's okay. You know you're still here, just in a different way. Anyway. So, yeah. So what the hell are we doing here today? Well, like I said, we're doing that stuff. Later today, or next wake cycle, one of the two, I don't know, we'll see. I've got, so there's a big lunchbox on the back of her end there, which is fine and it looks great. But we're gonna swap that out with something else. So, yeah. So I got that. It should be arriving sometime today, I believe. I'll have to check the tracking later. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. Kind of a long intro. Sorry. I'm kind of known for those, apparently. So, in any case, yeah. So what's the deal? What are we doing right now? Well, in order to get these working, these have to connect to something. And I don't have a whole lot of components on hand for doing that, so I kind of have to temporarily fudge something into being to make that happen. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna do that. So, because I feel like it. So yeah, so that's kind of the story with that. If I can get away without having to take side panels and stuff off, I would like to do so. The bug's flying around here now. Great. Anyway, let's look up. It's like 3 in the morning, I think. Yeah, it's about 3:30 in the morning, so. I'm nuts, but that's fine. I hope. It's gonna have to be, so. Yeah. Anyway. So, you might notice the pile of random junk over here on the workbench here. Mine's the stuff over. Okay. Let me just, I thought I had loosened that before. Am I tightening this or loosening it? I was trying to do this easily. But a bunch of junk here that we're gonna be doing. Now this is very spur of the moment, sporadic kind of just randomness, so don't expect the best camera work on the planet for this video. I don't even know what channel this is going to go on. Might go on my personal one, might go on my tech one, I don't know. I'll go on one of them anyway. I mean, technically this is text, so like I could put it there, but do I want to is kind of the question. And the answer is I don't know. Yeah, there's stuff on the bottom of that.
I don't know. Yeah, there's stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, good to know. It's a garage. Definitely not a work shop. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm used to working in indoor workshops, but mine is currently a mess. So, we're in here instead, which is also a mess, but less of a mess. So, it's all good. Anyway, so, yeah. So with all that said, here's kind of the spiel. This is what we got going on here. Let me move you over a little more. There we go. Stay. Not that far. There. That would be good enough, hopefully. Cool. Got my inside chair. Nice stuff here. I thought I vacuumed all that. Fee, 505. There we go. Okay.
stuff here. I thought I vacuumed all that. Shit. 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 P505. I think it. Okay.
So, yeah. One thing I kind of forgot to mention is that it's like 80 degrees in the garage and it's like 60 outside. So, yeah, I'm sweating my ass off already. And so if you see me all kind of sweaty and gross looking, that's why. I could like open the garage, but then I would let in the raging sea of small insectoid life. That would not be a fun thing to have to contend with. So, I'm not going to do that. I will sweat instead and be gross. So, it's okay. It's okay for convenience. Anyway, so yeah, that's the story. Down here, friend here, helping us out. Anyway, so, what's the story here? Well, we have to construct a box that will hold some wiring. So, essentially, here's let me just kind of walk you through what we're going to be doing here. So we got these two things, and we want these two things to be controlled currently by the same switch. Eventually, I'm going to have these be on separate switches. So I'm going to get a handlebar mounted switch unit, which is going to be really nice, but I don't have that at present, so we kind of have to make our own crappy little switch box. And just for the time being, I'm going to wire these both into the same circuit. So yeah. So we need to get these onto a switch. I happen to have a switch right here. It's a crappy one, but it should do the trick, I think. Some cheapo, crapo Chinese thing, but it'll be fine. So there's that. That's what the switch we're going to be using is. That should be alright. Then, so in order to make that happen, we've got all kinds of stuff here. I don't believe we're going to be needing these, so let's set these aside. I was originally going to use a different container for this, but I tried fitting it under the tail seat, and it was too big. So instead, what we're going to do is super janky and stupid, but it'll work. So here's what we got. We've got a box from an old Lightning digital AV adapter, which I still have, and it works great, by the way. But we have the box for it here. Now, normally I'm against defacing old packaging because I'm a collector, so I kind of keep that junk around. But desperate times come for desperate measures, and I don't think this is all that fancy. Now, if it was something like a box for like an iPhone or something, that'd be totally different. This is not a box for an iPhone, so we're okay, I guess. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is get that off there, so we don't need that. I don't have like a garbage unit over here, so I'm kind of going to have to just toss crap wherever. So, okay. Also don't need this. I think there's a manual in here as well. A warranty card crap or something. Come on, get out of here, you. Cool. Alright, so this is the piece we need. The rest of it we don't need. 1 year limited warranty. That's kind of expired. Anyway, long time ago. It's okay. So this is our little shit box here that we're going to use. Compatible avec tous les modèles de iPad, de iPhone et de iPod Touch avec un connecteur Lightning. Anyway, I'm sure I butchered that. Sorry. Moi sente comme une chèvre. Anyway, alright. So, Everybody that knows French just laughed their ass off. All right. So, yeah. So we've got screws, which we're gonna need. Yeah, that would be alright. Got screws. We got this thing, which we now don't need. So that's here if we decide we do. We got this, which we are going to need. We got this. This is some automotive wire. Which is rated for a maximum of 17 amps or 204 watts. And it's a little kind of overkill, but, you know, it's like 1 watt or something. I don't even know what the wattage is on this. But, and I don't think it says, does it? If it does, I can't see it. So, whatever. It's LED strip. Who cares? Anyway. This is huge, but it will suffice for what we need, and we'll have room for expansion later if I happen to need 17 amps worth of accessories. You never know, I might need to stick an ion thruster on the back of a Dragoness or something. Who knows? You never know. So, anyway. Flames! Anyway, okay. Then we have the all-important, really dinky solder. I wonder if I have any better stuff than this. This is like really tiny solder. Take a shit ton of it to make this work, but it'll be fine. Unfortunately, this is made of like actual lead, so I kind of really don't want to be touching that. Which is why I have these. I don't know if these will protect me from the lead, but it's certainly better than bare skin, so that's kind of where we're going with that. If I had rubber gloves, I would wear them. I do. I don't know where they are, so yeah. Anyway, and where we're at. So then, now I hear what you're saying, but Saylo, this thing's not waterproof, and you're right, it isn't. And that's okay, because we're going to make it water resistant anyway with this crappy duct tape. That does a pretty good job of making stuff water resistant, in my experience. So, yeah, it's only single layer tape, but it's fine. It's good enough. It's thin, cheap stuff, but it'll do the job. It's the same stuff I use on my helmet, so it's fine. After the helmet fix, which you guys may or may not have seen yet, but anyway, I don't know. I digress. You've probably seen that all already. Sure. But anyway, I digress. So there's that. My box of random screws, bits and bobs, and wizard and things, and all that fun stuff. So these little pill cases are excellent for like holding on to just random crap like this. So highly recommend it to anybody who like works on stuff. So super duper useful. So then we got this. I do have another set. There's a screwdriver in here too? No shit. Huh. That's cool. Anyway. So I also have this thing. None of these are sponsors, by the way. I'm not cool enough to have sponsors at present. So if anybody would like to sponsor, shoot me an email. Anyway, I digress. I've got like pretty much every kind of tool I would really need except for metalworking tools. So yeah, I don't have a welder or any kind of metalworking tools. But that's fine. Anyway, I digress. I got woodworking stuff like crazy. But, yeah, anyway. So, neither here nor there. We don't need any kind of metalworking stuff at the exact moment in time, but eventually. So there's that. This is what we're going to be using for chopping this thing up. Put our switch inside. This is going to fit, right? It'll be a fun snip, but we'll make it work. I'm gonna put it in that one. Which I might just do, actually. We're on the side. I was just gonna like have it be up like that. Not like exposed like this, but you know, like inside. You know. Oh, you know, it's just dawned on me. I have no way to, like, hold it in place. I don't have any nuts or anything, do I have nuts? I have raw nuts. No, I do not. Well, I've got motherboard standoffs that I could potentially use in the place of a nut. Boy, this is going to be janky as hell. Alright, well. Let it be. Alright. Garage operations 101. Here it is. Anyway. So, there's that. So what else do we have? Not a whole ton. So yeah, let me kind of go over the parts that we have access to here. So we got some blue gold-plated butt terminals here. That's actually what they're called. Yep. So we got those. We should have some red ones. We got the red gold-plated butt terminals. Should we require it? Well, it's good to have some butt terminals. Anyway. I don't make the rules, it's just what they're called. I don't know why, but they are. Alright. Anyway. Then we got these here quick connects. These are the spades. So, that's what these are. These are the spades that we use, which I am going to set this up on a quick connect kind of thing. Because I got these that match with these. So these two go together, basically. They connect. Excuse me. These two go together. Having some issues today. Anyway, so yeah, so these are the spade sockets, and these are just the spades. So we got those, and we got this bunch of random crap here, should we need it. So I'm probably gonna use one of those. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Then we got these ring terminals, which is what I'm going to use to attach it to the battery. So yeah. So basically, the way this works, this is kind of circuit 101 here, at least for my current application. So I'll use this as our example, and I'll use this piece of duct tape as my demonstration. So in case you ain't done anything with wiring before, here's your crash course on electric circuit, basically. The soldering iron's kind of in the way, I'm sorry. Anyway, spur of the moment. Can you tell? Alright, so we take our... So this is the thing we want to power with the button. So this is the thing we want to power, right? Alright, so we got that. This is our battery, so this is our power source, right? Alright. So what we do is we run one wire directly to the battery from here to this. Then we run another wire from the battery to... So then we run another wire from the battery to the switch. And then from the switch, we wire that to our lights. That way, when we flip the switch, it'll turn on. So that's the idea. That's your, thus concludeth Circuit 101. So, yeah. So, yeah. So then we've got some of these. So we got the yellow electrical tape, which we're going to use for making our connections nice and safe and isolated from each other and water and everything else. Then we got the red tape. And this is the one we're going to use to mark the hot wire. So this is the positive side of things. So every wire that is a positive terminal wire, we're going to mark with this red tape. That way we know that's the hot. That's the hot stuff. Or the plus or the negative. Not the negative. So yeah. Then, what else do we got here? We got this zzz here. We got the zzz. It's important to have the zzz. Alright, we'll take. Been over that. Anything else I need to cover? Not really, no. That's about it. I guess I'll talk about this thing. This right here is a soldering iron. It's my very old, ancient, crappy, not crappy, but very old, simple, let's say, simplistic soldering iron. It has a low setting of 20 watts and a high setting of 40 watts. So it's from Radio Shack, which, rest in peace. Muy caliente. Sorry. So yeah, anyway, so there's our soldering iron. It does things. So basically, so what is this thing? Don't worry, it's not a... Be dingy on your time, not mine. It's good. I haven't used this in like an eon, so kind of, yeah. Anyway, it should in theory be fine. It's supposed to have like a sponge that goes along with it, but I lost that like many years ago, so I just kind of don't use that. So it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. That's the same soldering iron I used to build the Wii S. For those of you who don't know what that is, here it is. That would be the Wii S. Well, several versions of it. Anyway, the point is, I used this soldering iron to make that. So, anyway, what else? Anything else? You might be wondering what this is, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, let me... and yes, I'm aware that the Dragoness does not have a license plate installed at present. That is because I just got the new one, so I haven't put it on yet. I took the old stuff off of it for filming. So anyway, I digress. So alrighty. One other thing is this giant vice thing, which is kind of hard to show you. It's this. This thing is another thing I used to build the Wii S, amongst many other projects. This thing has been doing things for a very long time. So, that's all good. This is a folding, standing sawhorse vice kind of thing. It's super useful, highly recommended. It's from a company called Rockwell. I don't know what the model number is, but it's one of these things, and these are really nice. If you happen to have a need for something like this, try one of those. Like I say, not sponsored. I have one and it works well. I like it. So it's also ancient, so they might not make these anymore. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Back to what we were doing. So yeah, so that's kind of everything we're doing here, basically. Essentially, in essence, yes. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. So, yeah, I don't know how long I've got left on this SD card, so I'm gonna get working, and yeah, so that's end of the thing. So one other thing, I'm going to be playing my own music and turning the NAT sound off for this, so I can run my own music while I work. I'll pop in here and there and explain things, or or you know, I'll bring the gnat sound back in when I say things that might be good or not. I don't know. In any case, I digress. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, yeah. So people seem to really like these garage videos that people put up. So trying my hand at one. Anyway, I digress. So yeah. Okay. Well, let's get started. So I gotta get all this done in 2 hours and 38 minutes in order to, yeah, that's gonna be neat. Good luck, Frank. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get this going. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to. Okay. Kind of important thing to have. Oops. Girl, your tool is kind of screwed up. Important to have one of these. Here's mine. This one's my dad's. This one is mine. I have another one, I think, like this somewhere, but I don't know where, so I'm not gonna worry about it. It's fine. I forgot these. Anyway, alright, back to work. Fun fact, these are the gloves I use for working outside, like mowing the lawn and things like that. Yard work stuff. Desperate times. Go for desperate measures. Begun with ye, Spidey. Well, Lindsay in its old age, but it'll do the job. Ah, shit. No, don't go in there. Get out of that. But just has to not fucking go anywhere. We're not trying to crush the switch, we're just trying to do things. Yeah, go ahead and zoom you into watching what we're doing here. Wires and cables and cables and wires and wires and cables. Sorry for the shaky cam. Should have enough reach on the soldering iron. Cool, alright. Packaging, so I don't know what to do with it later. Whatever, it's fine. Pick it up later. Okay, so what I need to know is how much of this stuff we're gonna need here. A lot, basically. I need to go look at real quick. Actually, I want to access this Is there negative bleed? No. It's the same length. It's positive bleed. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'll work with the soldering here in a minute. We're getting the wire length. Okay, so those go from the battery. Then the rest of this. Make sure we get. So, just cut out the wire for the,
So this is the wiring for things. So this one's going to go on one side and the other one's going to go on the other side. This one's going to go basically. And these go to the battery. This one goes to positive and that one goes to negative.
No.
Oh, sure. Fuck my thinking. Alright. That'll be better.
Okay. Got it. Sorry.
Had a brain malfunction.
And I'm glad I caught it. Alright, so.
This goes to positively on the battery. This goes to the switch.
Then from there, I'm going to take the other piece of cable.
And I'm going to put that between that and that will go to the positively of our lights. So that's what we're doing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Don't wire those two together, idiot. Alright. Cool.
Now you know what I'm doing.
My bike has a 12 volt system and a 48 volt system, so anyway. Alright, so let's get to work here. Okay, so this is not solid core, like I thought it was. That's fine. Okay, probably better off that way. Okay, so one good soldering.
There, so there. Way more wire exposed than I need, so I'm going to chop some of this. This allows me to get something like this.
Take a minute. Okay, soldering time. Alright, so we're gonna go with low wattage. Ow. Okay, so I need to move this, but I can see it.
Let's see.
Let me fix that. Cool, okay. This is just acting as a weight, and that just fell on the floor. Can I reach it? Unhand me, you fiend! Okay. That's not will reach. That's not on, don't worry about it. You need that tighter though. Okay, this thing is fucking embarrassing. Let me just go get my wire cutters, I'll be right back. Un momento, por favor.
I'm still in frame.
Okay, so I'm back. I grabbed a few more things. Not just the wire cutters. I got giant freaking grabby pliers thingy. In case I need that. I got one of these rounded little doohickeys here. Nice round plier kind of thingies. They're useful for things. My normal little small pliers. Used for all kinds of things. Got a big long needle nose dude here, in case I need it. And I got the thing we actually wanted to get, which is that thing. And then I picked up this guy from my toolbox. Nice extendo, big long stick. You might remember that.
I have a big long stick here. Big long stick.
Big long stick.
That thing. I have a big long stick here. Anyway. Alright.
to switch this around.
Muchas Petro. Yes.
Está muy delicioso.
Some thick stuff. It really helps doing all this when you're nearsighted. I might get away without having to solder this, but I'm gonna solder it anyway.
I don't want it coming loose. I can help it.
Come on, hand, work with me a little.
Be careful twisting these. If I twist them too much, they'll break.
Be careful with that. The more twistier they get, A, the better the signal. B, the easier it'll be to solder. I'm gonna stick a blob of solder on the end of this, just to make it easy. So that's on there, it's not going anywhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna get that one in first.
Means we need to get this going.
Technically, I'm not supposed to inhale these fumes either.
That's fine. I'll hold my breath. I do have a, like, there is airflow in here, so it's okay. I've done my fair share of soldering before. So, don't blow up. Hey, that fucking stinks. Oh, that's kind of warm.
This is a crappy sounding job, so don't expect anything too fantastic.
Alright, come on, you ain't that one. I do have it set to low, so it'll take it low. Dude, you kind of stink.
Yeah, you do stink,
Alright, are we wet yet? I might have to bump it up into high. High in the back. Alright, I'll do that. I just doubled the output on this soldering iron. Oh, that smells. Looks like something's burning. What are you supposed to do? You're not smoking, are you? Oh, yeah, you are. I don't think this is supposed to be smoking. I mean, it's got holes there. Okay. I think. Well, let's see if there's enough heat in there anyway. Oh, yeah. So I turned off the soldering iron so it's not actually like running. And then I turn it back down to low. Now that it's hot, it'll be easier. It's not working, man. Why is my hand shaking so fucking much, man? That's not fucking right. I'm gonna have to turn this thing back up. This is like like the world's worst soldering job, and I know that. Don't worry about it. This is also not what this solder is for. There we go. It's also been like 11 years since I've soldered anything. There's also that problem. Don't worry, it's supposed to smoke like that, I'm pretty sure. I used to have really steady hands, I don't know why I don't anymore. Stress. Oh well, it's not gonna stop me. Iron's going off, I gotta turn it on. Okay, fine, stay on then. Whatever. Just don't set me on fire, alright? Okay, so that's that side of it. Now we gotta turn it all around and do the other side. We get half decent even coverage anyway. My skills are kind of starting to vaguely come back. Sorry, Cubic. Excuse me. The ideal solution would have been to turn the switch around, but I don't feel like doing that. Excuse me. Didn't have to cover the entirety of everything, just enough. Oh, that's a water. Perfect. Okay. So now we let that cool. That is very hot. That's a hot thing. No, I know I'm supposed to have like a sponge and all that. I don't have that, so oh well. It's fine. Okay, so there's that. There's that. That cools off. And while we're doing things, we got that little wire right there. Let's get this other wire prepped. I mean, you already saw me prep one, so I'm pretty sure. I don't know, whatever. Trick. Okay, if I twist that anymore, it's gonna break. Okay. skip thing. I think I just bent that. I think we're good enough. Whatever, done it. Alright. Should've just kept it on off.
Well, this is the only thing I'm gonna
Because next time I'm gonna have the proper connectors. Realizing you should have done this one first. Oh well. It was gonna be this irritating no matter what I did. It's weird because that smoke kind of like sticks to the outside of my nose, which is weird. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna flip it around again. Start on the other side, and then we're done. Anyway. Yay! Hey, that's hot. The more solder I stick on here, the more resistance I'm putting on it, but it's fine. I don't care. It's 12 volt and there's plenty of juice. Plenty of juice. I don't even go into this one. It's really used too much in that. I just wanted to have a good connection. That's hot. Pretty, but damn it, it's gonna freaking work. Well, that's on there. That's good enough. Mainly the solder's there just to hold it in place. That is one hot fucking thing. Okay, cool. So now we just let that cool off and dry. Oh, I forgot to move. I'm so sorry. I forgot to move you guys. Oh, vomit flavor. Our crappy little soldering job. Not the greatest work on the planet, but hey, it's gonna work. It's gonna do the trick. I think a little loose on that side, but it's good enough. Like I say, the wire will do the connecting. It's just the solder that's holding it in place. Cool. So now we just wait for that to cool off. I have turned off the soldering iron. Cool off and be good. All right. Cool. That's the hard part done. All right. Now. Very carefully put that up and put it over there. Alright, cool.
I'm going to take this piece of tape.
And now this is the same on the other one. Okay, there's that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is see which one of these fit. It's the blue ones. I've used the blue ones before.
Other stuff.
Come hither. Yeah.
I use the red ones. Red ones are smaller. Okay. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, once that cools off, then we electrical tape stuff individually.
Have to individually wrap.
For convenience. Alright, individually wrapped. Let's see. Let me see what we're doing here. So one is just a battery. Actually, okay, so that just broke. That's nice. Oh, come on, you piece of crap. Thank you. Couple of these, thank you very much. Oh, these are the heat shrink kind. Oh, yeah.
Now you wanna fuck around with heat.
Alright, fine. I'm just afraid of stupidness. Where's my other one? Yeah, I got those. What did I do with the... This is why you bunch everything together. That way you know where everything is. The airplane! Okay, open and don't bust. Thank you. Okay, now what we need to do.
Go under there. We're going to do the thing. Put the stuff and the things.
Double check to make sure these actually fucking fit like they say they do. Those Some of these damn things don't fit. Ouch. Yeah, okay, good, those fit. It's a little bent, but it's fine. Okay, so now what we need to do is take these and big long stick, let go of it. Thank you. I'm probably doing this wrong. I haven't done this before. I'm probably using like the wrong tool. These might even be the heat ones where like you have to melt them. It doesn't really say how to use these, so I'm kind of guessing. I guess it is probably like the heat ones where like you have to melt it or something. I don't know.
What I do know is that these ain't going anywhere. That's good.
Okay, so that's on there. It's not going anywhere. Cool. Okay, so that takes care of those. Now, what we need to do is a little bit of wire here. Oh, we got a camera running. No, you're fine. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, Ranger.
Don't touch the purple wires. No, go for it.
I just soldered this really crappy soldering gun on this way. Oh. Yeah. It's okay. I gotta move the bike anyway when the pipe comes in. Oh, sure. Yeah. I can put that on. Yeah, it is. Let me see. Let me do the trick. It says it's out for delivery. Beautiful. Yeah. That's good news. Yeah. Estimated between 245 and 445 p.m. Okay. That's perfect. Yeah, that's good for your cycle, yeah.
Want to come over and check out my crappy soldering job?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of crappy, isn't it? Yeah, it'll work. Yep. Heck yeah. Now, did you heat up the wire with the solder and then touch the solder to the wire? No, I basically just drenched it with solder. That's kind of what I did too. Yeah. I haven't soldered it like over. It's all right. 11 years. Yeah, I see some blobs there. Yeah, it's okay. It's on there, brother. The point was to have it just be on there. Yeah. Is there a cover or something that goes over it? No, I'm gonna just wrap it with hideous electrical tape. Yeah, cool. Yep. That'll work. Yeah, it ought to look really nice. Absolutely hideous. Yeah, take it to do the job. The red here denoting the positive credit. Hot. Don't touch this. Yeah. And I think these are like the heat shrink ones. No, they're not. Those are crimpers. You got a crimping tool? I'm borrowing yours. Okay, yeah, then you're good to go. Yeah, those are crimpers. I do have heat shrink though, if you want it. I should be okay. This isn't a permanent solution. This is temporary. That's the quick notes. I'm not driving in there. You're somewhere in that redone. You use closet, you'll find some shrink wrap, various sizes. It's back together. Usually you slip it on before you put connectors on and stuff. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah. It'll be fine. Yep. Look at you. Alrighty.
So I'm probably low on memory card space, so I'm going to just go ahead and pause this for now. So I'm just gonna cut for now, and then what I will do is I'll cut back when I have more progress. So I'm just stitching wires together. So I'll be right back. Mounted onto the bike, and now what I need to do is I need to unify the two more right here. That's what I'm doing. Woohoo! I tell you what, man, wiring the light over here, I don't know if you can see it or not. Hopefully not, but if you can. But, so yeah, fishing the wire for the light on the right side for the LED strip was an absolute freaking nightmare. Oh, that was freaking anyway. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so I just got the switch box all going here. My lovely tape job. Can you tell I did it when I'm barely awake? As I'm doing most of this. Anyway, so now I have just tested the continuity and all that and figured out which position is off, and it is currently off right now. So now comes the magical yellow tape, where we get to determine which is on and which is off. So saith the tape. So yes, and in order to do that, I searched high and low in this environment, and I could not find a marker of adequate capability, or preferred capability, I should say. Thankfully, we have Magnum. So, for when you really, really, really need to deface something, or really for sure, like mark, for sure, that like, hey, this is on and this is off. So, here we go. You ready? Okay. Probably test this on something first. That works. Cool. Okay, so that is off. Okay, and there we go. And my crappy marking. The only way to like. I'm holding it like it's so now just. Les artistes. Ha ha ha. Les magnifiques. Les muy grande. Les artistes. Ha ha ha. I'm all in French. Alright. Anyway, back to work. Okay, so I don't know how much time I got left on the SD card, so I gotta kind of make this quick. So, we got lights installed. Everything went great until it didn't. So here's kind of part of the issue. So it's not completely dark in here because it's daylight now. Anyway, okay, I'll turn it on here in a minute. I don't know. Anyway, not gonna worry about it. So here's kind of the deal. I installed spotlights and I installed Underglow. The Underglow works fine. Here are the spotlights. So the spotlights, they both worked before I did the wiring. Did all the wiring, and then when it came time to test everything, I flipped the switch, and unfortunately, only one of the lights lit up. So okay, I go back to the drawing board, and I rewire some things, flip the switch again. Now the light that wasn't working is working, and now the light that was working is not. Fuck. So I have elected to use the fuck it adjustment, and fuck this. So, sorry, but yeah. Anyway, they're like the spindliest wires ever, and it already took. That is what took most of the time. The Underglow was easy. There's 2 giant fucking wires, and you're good to go. And those stupid ass little dinky spotlights are the spindliest fucking wires on the planet. Anyway, I have obviously said fuck that, so I will get different spotlights eventually. However, for now, we have Underglow. Eventually, I will wire this into the ignition. That it comes on with the ignition or something, or with the high beam or something. I don't know. Until then, I got my little shit box down here. Let there be Underglow. Underest glowest. Light. So yeah, there she blows. And don't worry, I have checked to make sure that the green lights are not brighter than my tail light. So we're good. Don't need to worry about it. So yeah, I would show you my my lovely wiring job, but I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, you can probably imagine why. So, in other words, it stinks. So hey, but it works. So whatever. It's actually a good wiring job. It's just the things I'm connecting the wiring to, in terms of like accessories, are not the greatest. The Underglow is fantastic, but these spotlights. So like the lights themselves are great. They put out plenty of light. I liked them. They would have looked great up front. But unfortunately, the stupid little spindly dinky little freaking wires. It's no better than the solder I was using earlier. It's no thicker than that, and yet half as strong. So it's just and that's with the sheath on it. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So I gotta get other spotlights, which is fine because I'm getting more lights anyway. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna get some in-body lighting as well. It's gonna be really freaking cool. But for now, we got Underglow. So I'll take it. That's so fucking cool. I love that. Oh, I love that. That's what a ninja should look like. Ninjas should always have some kind of color. I like it. And it's pretty visible. Like, you can see it during the day, too. Like, if I turn these lights on, like, you can clearly see it. It isn't like it's invisible. I did put some tape over the two that were coming up on the battery pack. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 2 lights here and here, and over here and over here. Those are, I don't want those confusing people with the tail light, so I take those up. But yeah, I can always untape them if I want. So. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, RCB, Underglow. So better. this video. It was kind of a weird one. Lots of cuts and things here and there. Sorry about all that. But you know, that's how that goes sometimes. My phone just died. Anyway, so that's gonna do it for whatever the hell this was. Maybe it's liquid resins. Maybe it's cellular granite. I don't know. Maybe it just goes to Facebook. I don't know. In any case, I digress. Yeah. So, in any case, that's gonna do it for now. So the next episode, I'm just gonna say one word. Yoshimura.
Bleh.